Hello nail friends, and welcome back to another Honey Doll Nails video. Before we get started, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and while you're at it, hit that notification bell so that you may be notified of all future videos. It's that time of the year again. It's time for our annual airbrush class. So if you are interested, from June 10th to June 14th, I will be hosting a Zoom airbrush class. Here are the must-haves. And at the end of this video, I will be putting the flyer back up so that you can see exactly what the class entails. I went onto Amazon and looked up airbrush paint. Look at all this airbrush paint, because you're definitely going to need a compressor, airbrush paint. If you don't know anything about the airbrush gun, don't worry about it, because I'm going to show you in the class how to break your airbrush gun and clean your airbrush gun. That is so important. Before you even put anything in the gun, you need to know how to break it apart, clean it, put it back together, because anything can get clogged in it while you're working on your client. Be a shame if you didn't know how to clean your airbrush gun out. So that's very important. Here I found the ultimate cutest little airbrush gun with compressor. Look, it has everything that you need if you know how to break your airbrush gun down and work with it to get it to do exactly what you want it to do. It comes with 3 cups, and it comes with 2 nozzles. It comes with two needles of different sizes, a 2mm and a 5mm. Come on now, it comes with a whole lot, and it's only $53. The one that I had purchased didn't come with all of this, but it was about the same price. All right, and as you can see, all the different types of airbrush guns and paints. Is up to you what you want to purchase, but this is something that you're going to need in order to start the class. I suggest you just get a basic 6 colors: black, white, red, green, blue, and yellow. In the color wheel spectrum will create all colors if you know how to mix and match. In the class, I'm going to teach you all about colors and how to mix your colors to get the perfect color for your perfect client. All right, and without further ado, let's jump right into this video. Today, I am doing a set of French animal print. And I'm going to tell you, I was inspired by Glamify Bebe. I'm going to link her information in the description box below on this exact video that I watched. I was inspired by. I did not copy completely, but some of the nails I did copy. I copied some of her techniques. So here I am. I have already put my white down, and I have already put down my base coat. Today I am using Powder Rose from D&D Polish. Now this was as close as I could get to the color that she had. I think it was a little bit pinker. But then again, when you are doing Frenches, one thing that you must remember is get it as close to your client's natural skin tone as possible, because you don't want it to be too pink or too pale. It has to be like a happy medium in between, depending on the color of your client's hands. That does make a difference in the skin tone. So here you see that I'm using Lily Cute polish for my pink dots, LCFO80. That's the one that I am using. Now, in her video, she did her black first and then her pink dots. Actually, she did it with a stamping plate. Now, I do have a stamping plate, but my animal print was not as vivid on the stamping plate when I went to stamp it on, so I decided to do it by hand. So in this video, I am going to show you how I do this particular design by hand. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to choose my dotting tool. And with that dotting tool, I'm going to make big globs and small globs. I'm going to make sure that they're not uniformed. And I'm going to make sure that everything is random. So this is my first step in doing this, and I'm going to do all the nails like this first. Cure it in the lamp, and then come back and put the black on later. So you just sit back and enjoy this video, and I'll come back later on and explain a little more about the airbrush class if you would like to join. Please email me. My email information is on the flyer and also is in the description box below. Like I said, the class will be Zoom. Please inbox me for pricing. Okay, and I'm hoping that the technique that I'm using for this animal print is self-explanatory. I did take my time and I went through one set I did off camera, and the other set, as you can see, I'm doing on camera. Now I did a little quick flash cure in between each one so that I would not mess them up. So eventually I do put it in the lamp and let it cure for a little while, then I take it back out. So now you see I'm just putting on some Builder Gel X-Coat Tips #1. So this is just going to seal everything together. Once I put that on there, put it underneath the lamp, it seemed to blend together a little more. Now I noticed with the black, what you have to do is you have to definitely cure it longer, because if you don't, when you get ready to put this Builder Gel on, it's just going to streak and run, and so you don't want that. So I would put it underneath the lamp a couple of times in between, just to make sure that the black was cured, because really I could have just cured it 10 seconds and went on, but the black was my concern. I didn't want to put that Builder Gel on and then the black would smear. So now we're going on to our embellishments, and I'm going to be using Sylvan this glue. I've never used it before because I'm used to using the BT Art Box glue, the 28-day glue. That glue is, that glue is so good. I gotta buy some more of that glue. Buy that glue. That glue is good. But with this glue, I noticed that, for one, you cannot put down really big like embellishments, because it was a little watery, because I had never used it before. Anytime I would ever get any type of rhinestone glue in a pod, I would just chuck it. So I said, okay, well, maybe they've changed the formula, because it's been a while since I used it when I first started years ago. And still, no matter what you put up there, it's going to slip and slide. So I would say that if you're going to use very small embellishments, yes. But when it comes down to stuff that's as big as this stuff that I'm laying on top, no. Because as you're going to see, I'm going to have to continuously keep moving it to set it in place. So it's going to need a flash cure sooner or later. So now we're on to the other nails. Now I know what this gel will or will not do. I'm just going to go ahead on with it. So I'm going to make a straight line down the middle of this nail. So this is similar to one of the nails that she did, where she put like one big huge embellishment on a French, like right in the middle of the smile line. I'm just going to elongate it a little bit and add a little bit more stones. In all, I really did enjoy doing this set. I hope that you enjoyed watching me do this set, and I hope that I inspired you, future nail techs and nail techs, to also do an inspired creation this summer. I'm going to do a lot more inspired creations from Glamify Babe. I just love the way she do nails. She said something in one of her videos that opened my eyes to certain types of nail techs. Every nail tech is not the same. Some nail techs are real dainty and they only do little small lines and do really dainty work, which is absolutely beautiful. And then you have some nail techs that only do junk nails and they put a whole bunch of crap on the nails and stuff is hanging off, and that's awesome too. And then you have the busy nail tech like myself and Glamify Bebe too, because she said she was a busy nail tech, and that means that just when the nail is at its best, you still want to put something else on it. So you want to make it as busy as possible. So when people are looking at the nail, they can see all the beautiful detail and all the wonderful artwork that the nail tech put into it. So like I'm always saying, it's all in what you want to create. I can always look at somebody's nail design and get so inspired. So I was inspired to do this little swirl here, and I thought that looked really, really nice. And so now I'm going to do like some scatter stones. So I'm going to do some smaller stones and just brick lay them and scatter them around the nail. Now, because the stones kept slipping and sliding, I did do that swirl nail off camera because I was just getting annoyed. But I knew that the stones would not slip and slide on this particular one. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do the brick method. 2 and 1, 2 and 1. So you see 2 and then 1. That's always a good method if you're trying to spread out your stones, or if you don't have enough stones, or your client wants a whole bunch of stones but they don't have the money to get all 10 nails blinged up. Scatter stoning is good. Excuse me for being out of the camera focus. I didn't realize that until after I did that I wasn't even in the frame. Just trying to keep it on the pink part. On the nude part. They just came out just absolutely gorgeous. So excited about this set. Listen, you could do the set. You could do it. And instead of just putting pink, every color would be different inside the black. Blue, green, yellow, or 2 different colors, 3 different colors. You could ombre it. You could do this set a million different ways. Listen, here is the reveal. How beautiful is that? So gorgeous. So beautiful. That came out really, really nice. But like I said, you can switch the colors. It don't have to be pink. It could be any color you want it to be. Even the base color of the nail doesn't even have to be nude. Here's the information again for the Airbrushed class. These are the must-haves. In the class, it's freehand stenciling, masking, gradients, phase layering, detail work splattering, texture effects, freehand shielding, and more. If you would like more information, please email me. All right, seats are filling up fast, just letting you know that. So email me for pricing. God bless you, and until I see you again, have a wonderful and blessed day.